This story is about a woman who keeps living the same day again and again. A terrible event is going to happen in her life, and she is given a strange chance to stop it. If she can change what is coming, her life might become normal again. This is the story of premonition. At the start of the story, we meet Linda and her husband Jim. They have been married for many years and have 2 young daughters. From the outside, they look like a normal family. But inside their home, things are not the same anymore. Linda and Jim still care about each other, but distance has grown between them. They talk less, and their relationship feels cold and tired. One day, Jim leaves home for a business trip. The next morning, Linda wakes up alone. She checks her phone and finds a voice message from Jim. In the message, Jim sounds serious. He says, "I want to tell you something. You should know this." Suddenly, he says that he is getting another call and asks, "Is that call from you?" Then the message suddenly ends. Linda feels uneasy. She tries to call Jim back but cannot reach him, so she leaves him a voice message. After some time, a police officer comes to Linda's house. He looks very serious and sad. He tells Linda that Jim died in a car accident the day before. Linda is shocked. She refuses to believe him. She says that she just received a voice message from her husband that same morning. But the officer explains that Jim really died earlier and that the police tried to come to her house the previous day but could not reach her. Hearing this, Linda breaks down completely. She is unable to accept the truth. Linda's mother comes to stay with her to help. She takes care of the children and tries to support Linda. Linda becomes very quiet and distant. She barely speaks to anyone. One night, she falls asleep on the sofa. When Linda wakes up the next morning, something feels wrong. She finds herself in her bedroom, and her clothes have been changed. She feels confused. She calls out for her mother, but no one answers. Then she hears the sound of the television coming from downstairs. When she goes down, she is shocked to see Jim sitting there, alive, calmly watching TV. Linda cannot understand what is happening. She thinks maybe everything was just a bad dream. Later that day, Linda drops her daughters off at school and returns home. She carefully checks the date and time. She looks at her phone again, searching for Jim's voice message, but the message is gone. There is no record of it at all. Linda knows this cannot be just a dream. Something strange is happening. Linda goes out in her car, trying to think clearly. Suddenly, a police officer stops her. It is the same officer who told her about Jim's death, but this time, he does not recognize her at all. This makes Linda even more certain that her life is no longer moving in a normal way. That night, Linda sleeps beside Jim. She stays awake for a long time, watching him closely, afraid that he might disappear. The next morning, she wakes up and finds that Jim is gone again. Her clothes have been changed once more, just like before. This time, all the mirrors in the house are covered with cloth. When Linda goes into the bathroom, she sees an empty bottle of lithium medicine in the sink. Soon, Linda hears voices downstairs. When she goes down, she sees her mother, friends, and relatives gathered in the house. They are preparing for Jim's funeral. Linda insists that Jim is alive and that there must be some mistake, but everyone believes that Linda's mind has been affected by the shock of Jim's death. They think she is not thinking clearly. Linda then goes outside and sees her older daughter sitting alone on a swing. Her daughter's face is badly injured, and Linda has no idea how it happened. Feeling helpless and confused, Linda is taken to the church under everyone's pressure. At the church, Jim's funeral is taking place. The coffin is brought inside. Linda wants to see her husband one last time. Everyone tries to stop her, warning her that Jim's body is badly damaged. But Linda does not listen. She insists on opening the coffin. When it is opened, she finally sees the truth. Jim is really dead. At last, Linda accepts that her husband is gone forever. After the burial, while people are praying, Linda notices a young woman standing far away, quietly watching everything. Linda asks her mother who the girl is, but her mother says she does not know her. Linda walks toward the girl and asks her name. The girl says her name is Claire and tells Linda that they spoke the day before. But Linda remembers nothing. When Linda asks how she knows Jim, the girl does not answer. She simply turns around and walks away, leaving Linda with even more questions than before. Linda goes back home and looks once again at the same lithium medicine bottle. This time, she notices something important. Her own name is written clearly on the bottle, along with the name of a doctor. Linda becomes worried because she does not remember ever visiting a doctor or taking this medicine. She tries to find the doctor's phone number in the telephone directory, but when she looks at the page, she sees that the page has been torn out. For a moment, she feels helpless. Then she notices the dustbin nearby. Inside it, she finds the torn page. She carefully joins the pieces and finally gets the doctor's phone number. Linda calls the clinic. The person on the phone tells her that the doctor only works from Monday to Friday, and since it is the weekend, the doctor is not available. Linda feels even more confused because she has no memory of meeting this doctor at all. After some time,